Marcus's story, from homeless to tech giant CEO. Marcus was a 32-year-old man who grew up in a poor neighborhood on the north side of Chicago. His family was never stable. His parents divorced when he was young, and his mother worked at jobs to support the family. From a young age, Marcus witnessed the harsh realities of life on the margins of society: drug addiction, domestic violence, and generational poverty. The training program didn't just teach him technical skills. It also helped him develop creative problem-solving skills. He learned how to analyze problems, how to create solutions for both small and large challenges. Most importantly, how to manage his time and increase productivity while working on big projects. One of the most important lessons he learned from the program was, nothing is impossible if you don't give up. His company grew rapidly, became one of the leading tech firms in the healthcare and education sectors. Marcus was invited to speak at conferences, sharing his story with aspiring entrepreneurs, and became an inspiration to others who had been in his shoes. Elena began teaching herself programming by watching YouTube tutorials. She spent all her free time, from after her street vending shifts until late at night, learning about web development and app creation. At first, it was very hard, but every time she ran into a problem, she would find a solution and never give up. Elena realized that creativity and innovation was key to staying competitive. She began developing new apps not only for employment, but also in healthcare, education, and personal finance. Her company, once just a small app, became a multi-billion-dollar tech giant, serving millions of people worldwide. James, a 30-year-old man, grew up in a poor neighborhood in Atlanta, Georgia. He was the son of working-class parents who worked long hours and physically demanding jobs just to make ends meet. They never had much, but they always taught James one important lesson. You don't have anything in hand. Use your brain and hard work to change your fate. However, reality hit hard. Although the app had some useful features, it didn't attract many users after its release. Investors showed little interest, and James's startup began running into financial difficulties. Debt started piling up, and he was forced to pull back from the market. Never forgot his days working in the factory or the failures he encountered early in his career. He remembered his parents' words, "Use your brain and hard work to change your fate." He was proud of his journey, but he knew it was far from over. He was committed to continuing to develop technology solutions not only in healthcare, but also in areas like education, the environment, and renewable energy. Jamal was born and raised in a poor neighborhood in Detroit. His mother passed away when he was just 5 years old, and his father was never part of his life. Jamal grew up in an orphanage where the children lived in neglect, without family love or attention. Life there was a constant struggle, but Jamal always had a big dream. One day, I will change the world. Jamal decided to quit his job and start his own venture with an ambitious idea: to create a platform that connects workers with freelance jobs and short-term projects globally. He began developing a mobile app and a website to help freelancers find jobs more easily, while also helping companies find the right talent for their projects. Although he had become wealthy and well-known, Jamal never forgot his humble beginnings. He used his wealth and influence to invest in projects that could improve the lives of the poor and the underprivileged. He also organized free tech training programs for people in need, helping them develop new skills and create opportunities for themselves. David's story, from taxi driver to tech billionaire. David was an ordinary man, growing up in a poor family on the outskirts of Los Angeles. His father worked as a construction laborer, and his mother worked in a restaurant. Life was always a struggle for the family. David finished high school, but his family didn't have enough money to send him to college, so he decided to drop out and work as a taxi driver to make ends meet.